Good morning. 23rd of May. We're at Chipping Steam Fair. Chipping near Longridge, and the steam fair relates to steam engines, miniature and large. Weather not so good as yesterday when we were at the opening of the Preston Tram Bridge, but it is what it is. We'll just make use of all the facilities that are here. It's quite a large display. There's all sorts here, so onwards and upwards, as they say. I must admit I've never seen one like this before. Nifty little things. The Jaeger Machine Company, Columbus, Ohio, I would say. And that's a Lister Ruskin Hornsby ZPR. 1931 that was made. So here we have another Ruskin and Hornsby, a bit bigger this time.
Oh, thanks.
So along here is these are all the stationary exhibits of the steam engines, large and small. Further down we'll see the moving exhibits of steam engines. This is a nice example. The Yorkshireman. Now then, I'm filming this one because this steam engine is mounted on a Bedford TK wagon. Now I used to drive these when I was around about 18, 19, before you could get a Class 1 licence in this country anyway. And that's a fine example of the wagon that I used to drive, Bedford TK, and that's the TK 1020. So this engine is a Lister CS61, manufactured in 1936, and the engine was powered by a generator for a farm in North Wales, Abergele. It also provided the farm with hot water. It was used until the mid-50s, then just abandoned in the shed. So somebody found it in 2011 and restored it over the period of between 2016 and 2017. We've done a good job there as well. Right, so here we are at Chipping Steam Fair. I've just gone through the stationary exhibits with all the small steam engines, which you can see, which I filmed on the other camera. So now we've got the mobile, large steam engines. This is a fine example. Longridge, built in 1925 for a Magistrate's War Office. The Corps of the Royal Engineers. This is a very nice vehicle. We should be calling the road for the next journey. And away he goes. Look at that, eh? Of engines in here. So this is just a general view. I'm in the centre of the area. There's the arena, and there's all your food vans and coffee bars. Further down, there's some more steam engines, which we're going to have a look at after. And over there, some vintage trucks. More than likely I've driven one or two of them in my time. More examples of working steam engines. Now these engines I've seen before at Whitsuntide Fairs in Preston. when they used to have one, but they don't do that nowadays. Classic car section, amongst other things. I always like the classic cars because I know I've had one or two in my time. Sunbeam Talbot 90. With a nice looking car. So it's a Sunbeam Talbot 90 Mark II. MG. A bit older than MG I've got. Mini. Oh. Austin. I don't know if it's the Austin Standard 10. There's another one. Those things, three booklets, yeah, but the £10 donation. We'll find out what it is, huh? Oh, Austin A35 Saloon Deluxe, 1957. Oh yeah. Now this one, I do know what it is. It's a Ford Anglia. Me and my wife Jenny, we passed our driving test in one of those. Let me see. Let's work it out. 1962. Sursa. Sursa 1962. Just a few years ago. This one is a Morris 8. This is an Austin 7, and you'll probably laugh when I tell you that when I was maybe 21 or something like that, I actually bought one of these second hand. Oh, I wish I'd have kept hold of it now. An old Rover 75. 1948. Volkswagen Beetle. Again, another one of these cars that I used to have, or we used to have actually. When we got married in 1968, we had a black 1955 Volkswagen Beetle split screen. Actually went on honeymoon down to Brighton in it. Them were the days. Some nice classics here. Rover 12. Here we have a Riley. And this car here is over 100 years old. A Ford. This one's a Morris Oxford. I want to find out what date this one was manufactured at. It's a bullnose Oxford 3 over a coupe. 1926. It'll be 100 years old next month on the 15th of June. Every credit to keeping something like that restored and in pristine condition. Now this was a Vauxhall Victor Super. Again, when I was a teenager, I used to have a Vauxhall Velox, similar shape to that. getting run over here.
Motorbike has a gear change, so that Sunday has actually got the gear change on the side of the tank, so quite a difficult thing to drive. Oh, thank goodness for that, the Velocette started.
So, coming down to the HGV vehicle lineup, they're all vintage. Like I said earlier, I've probably driven 2 or 3 of them anyway in my past. So let's have a look, eh?
Usual little truck coming into the ring.
Yeah, well, I haven't drove that one. That's an old Albion. Definitely drove the Volvo though. And no, I haven't drove that one, the Thornycroft. I'm not that old. Volvo F10, yes. And yes, I have drove a Sedan Atkinson with a Gardner 180.
Again, the preservation of commercial vehicles has been going for an awful long time. Started back in the 1960s. The leading flood in the country is the commercial vehicle society and the commercial vehicle program.
That's a single decker half cab Leyland bus, and when I used to drive buses for Ribble, I used to drive the old half cabs, but they were double deckers. Same principle, just a bigger vehicle. And yes, I used to drive one of those and one of those. It's like all our yesterdays here, isn't it? That's a fair old load on back of that 10 Schroeder.
Absolutely wonderful that. Very American in its look, I have to say. But certainly the UK doesn't practice hard on that.
Well, this is an old Bedford, and this is a flatbed type, but the ones I used to be a passenger in was the van type, but the cab is just the same. I was 16, decorator's apprentice. And then when I passed my test, I used to drive it as well. So we're in the vintage military vehicle section now. There's an old Hudson 7, Home Guard. So this type of cab, Bedford, again I drove this type of cab in the army, and also the Wayland, I think it was. No, I've definitely drove this type of vehicle, not as a fire engine, but the cab itself. And of course, the Land Rover Defenders. Now, this type of Land Rover, we call the air portable, we used to have these because we was in a brigade that went at a moment's notice, so they had to be air portable type vehicles. So here's a statutory display of the vintage motorcycles that we've just seen.